Hey, thanks for joining me on the PressAvenue.com YouTube channel. My name is John, and I like to talk about WordPress tutorials to help you better build your website. Today I'm going to be talking about Core Web Vitals, or just Web Vitals by Google. If you haven't heard, Google made an announcement about a year ago, and they've been updating us throughout. This says updated a year ago, but they've really been updating pieces by pieces each month. But they basically said in May, the Web Vitals will be a ranking signal in the Google search engine algorithm. So everyone's been scrambling to kind of update their sites to meet the criteria listed in here. But they just delayed this in the last couple of days, so April 19th, that they are delaying this till June. So the scramble doesn't have to be so fast unless you're doing 100 sites. So they're going to be delaying this rollout, so gradual rollout starting mid-June this year. And then I'll link the article below if you want to read the whole thing, but this video will give you a recap. And then it said it won't play a full role as a part of their systems until the end of August. Then they go on to answer a whole bunch of questions that I'm sure people have had about this new rollout. Now, what I appreciate about this rollout as opposed to other ones is they're actually saying what they're looking for instead of us gleaming little pieces of information hoping to have our sites rank better in their search engine. So they go on to say that it's all about user experience if you don't know. And I do plan on having a video explaining this a little bit more to what they're looking for. But I wanted to get this out right away to let you know that there is a delay, and it's a good delay. So mid-June, they're going to slowly roll it out, and then fully in August. So we're in April, May, June, July, August, about 3 months, maybe 3.5. And they could delay it again, who knows. So they're looking for basically page experience. So how a user experiences your web page both on desktop and mobile, with mobile being the option they're pushing for. Core Web Vital metrics, I'll link this web page here, which explains it. But LCP, FID, and CLS, and you can see what they are here. If none of this means anything to you, that's fine. You can actually go over to Measure, put in your URL, and it'll give you this report. So this is a website that I've been working on. And you can see here, when I first threw it in, for performance, I was at a 44. And I was like, what? That can't be right. So I played around with it a little bit more, got to 61, turned things off, turned things on. You can see over the days here. Got to a 42, did some more research and figured it out. And now here I am, 96 for this website. PressAvenue.com, I need to start working on. The biggest culprit that I've run into while running these audits and trying to get things better for these Web Vitals here is images are the #1 killer I've seen on most websites, and caching. So if you don't have any caching, adding caching can really help. So if we see here on the 12th, I had a 14, then a 78. Honestly, I haven't really worked on it since the 13th. I've been working on other sites. And I'm down for whatever reason, and I'll look into that. You can see it here. Best practices. I don't know why it went down, but it did go down. SEO is great. Accessibility is great. Then they give you some things here. So the one before it, let's see here. Whoops. The Simplex Studios one. I will say that I am using WordPress. I'm using a page builder. I'm using Beaver Builder. I have to go look. I think roughly 25 plugins, maybe 26 plugins. I am caching, and I'm using Beaver Builder and Gutenberg mixed in the pages. So you can achieve a fully green score like this. I can see here. Oh, it went down for best practices. And it might be because they changed things. So I will have more information on this. WPTavern did also just post the delay. They say June 2021, which is misleading because that's when it starts rolling out. I guess it does say roll out. but it's not fully on us until August, which is great. One thing they do bring up is there'll be a new page experience report, in Search Console. And when I went to the Search Console right here, page experience doesn't show me anything. Says I have an error. See, nothing's perfect. When I go to Core Web Vitals, it does show me this. So green is good, obviously red is bad, orange needs improvement. A lot of sites are in the orange, and you can just do a little bit to get this going. So green, green, green. This is good though too. No tracking. I haven't done anything to it this whole time, all the way down here. And then I changed one thing, and it is caching, and I optimized some images. So I went from 47 needs improvement to 47 good URLs in one day. So there is hope, even for humongous sites. The last thing I'll point out is these guys talk about AMP a little bit better than the Google article, and I'll link both. But it's saying that the AMP-related updates during this rollout, they're going to remove the AMP badge icon. So a lot of this is for new sites, and it says they're to start expanding non-AMP content on news.google.com. So I think that's pretty telling. Is Google going to kill off AMP? In my opinion, they are. AMP might join the killedbygoogle.com graveyard, which Google is pretty good at filling it with stuff they force us to do and then ultimately get rid of it. So is AMP going in the graveyard? Let me know in the comments what you think. I think it is, but we'll see. Maybe, in a month or a year, we'll call it and refer this video back. Well, that's it. Just wanted to give you an update on the Core Web Vitals delay so you can get some breathing room, maybe enjoy your summer a little bit more. If you have any questions about this video or any other WordPress related things, please leave them in the comments below. If this was helpful in any way, I'd love a thumbs up. And additionally, you can leave your questions in the comments below. We also have a Facebook group where people ask a lot of questions as well, and that is facebook.com/groups/PressAvenue. Thanks again for watching.